when they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumb. I'm gonna beat his ass.
He can't do shit. Wait,
for
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
He got the whole hood over there.
Like twisted up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get fucked up over here. What do I look like getting fucked up?
Okay.
That shit.
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up.
Nigga, come to the fight, nigga.
Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool.
Come to the fight.
This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you dead. They gonna trick you off the spot.
Get like it.
They gonna trick you off the spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
The boxing world has been set ablaze following an explosive verbal exchange between two of the sport's brightest stars, Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Terence "Bud" Crawford. This feud began when Crawford, the undisputed welterweight champion, made a pointed comment about Davis in a recent interview.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
And saying that he wants you, things like that. Does that stuff just sound crazy, or just like I'm supposed to be called out?
You know, when you look at all the great fighters, they was getting called out by everybody from different weight classes. So it's nothing, that I'm not surprised about.
But Tank would be something that he said he'll touch your chin and.
Man, everybody say what they'll do, but Tank is in his weight class for a reason.
Known for his technical skill and unshakable confidence, Crawford seemed to question Davis's place among boxing's pound-for-pound greats. Not one to shy away from challenges, Davis fired back almost immediately, igniting a heated war of words that has sent fans speculating about the possibility of a high-stakes showdown between the two champions. Let's break down how this rivalry unfolded and explore what it could mean for both of their legacies and the sport of boxing as a whole. It all began when Crawford, speaking candidly in an interview, made a remark about Davis. Although he acknowledged Tank's knockout power and undeniable star appeal, Crawford raised questions about Davis's resume and his level of competition. He pointed out that while Davis was certainly a dangerous fighter, to be considered one of the best, one had to consistently face top-tier opponents. Tank is a great fighter, don't get me wrong, but when you talk about being the best, you have to fight the best, Crawford stated. I've been in there with top guys, unified belts, and proven myself across multiple divisions. I'm not sure Tank has done that yet.
Oh, stop closing up. Gotta let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning.
Crawford's comments quickly went viral, lighting up social media and sparking debates among boxing analysts and fans. His message, while calm in delivery, was clearly a challenge aimed at Davis's perceived lack of high-caliber opponents. It became evident that Crawford was subtly proving himself against the elite fighters of the sport. For many fans, Crawford's remarks were seen as a call-out, and Davis didn't take long to respond. For many fans, Crawford's remarks were seen as a call-out, and Davis didn't take long to respond.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes and daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow,
man.
Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh man.
You're gonna have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
Davis, known for his brash confidence and explosive personality, wasted no time firing back. On social media, he tweeted, "And I still make more than you," dismissing Crawford's jab with a bold statement about his financial success. The tweet was accompanied by a shrug and boxing glove emojis, signaling that Davis was not only unbothered, but also keen to assert his own dominance in the world of big money boxing. The response was classic Davis, direct, brash, and unafraid to lean into his image of a fighter who attracts attention both inside and outside the ring. But the feud didn't stop there. The tension between the two continued to escalate with a series of back and forth jabs.
Giant Gervonta fan. I think that guy is so unusual.
Yeah.
His style so unusual and his patience.
The Leo Santa Cruz fight was really something for me because Leo Santa Cruz is a technician, Mexican style, and the fight was very close before Tank stopped. But he has that power that can end it.
He finds these openings and he sees them, but he doesn't go after them right away. He waits for the right time. He's so patient. Like when you watch the early rounds of his fights, he probably has the lowest punch count in the early round. But he also knows he's got that nuclear option that if he can crack you, most likely he's going to take you out. He's got massive confidence.
Davis followed up with another tweet taking a more aggressive tone. "Y'all think he's chasing greatness? He's not. That's what he has to do to make decent money." With this comment, Davis not only took aim at Crawford's financial situation, but also suggested that Crawford's career moves were driven more by the need for money rather than a genuine pursuit of legacy. The tweet was an attack on Crawford's motives, implying that his career, while successful, lacked the same level of purpose that Davis believed he was pursuing. Crawford quickly responded with a sharp and calculated retort. In a tweet that exuded both confidence and intellectual superiority, Crawford wrote, "The first thing a dumb rich person says to another rich person is, 'I got more money than you. I bet you I own more investments than you, and I don't owe $1 in taxes. You can't buy anything I can't buy that I want, sir, and that's a fact. Let's see who lasts longer." Crawford's response reframed the conversation, shifting the focus from flashy spending to long-term financial discipline. He positioned himself as financially savvy, emphasizing stability and smart investments over the fleeting nature of wealth derived from the sport. This fiery exchange perfectly encapsulates the dynamics of their rivalry. It's not just about who's the better fighter. It's about pride, status, and the public perception of their accomplishments. Davis leans heavily into his bold confidence, his ability to generate massive paydays, and his reputation as a knockout artist. On the other hand, Crawford counters with his methodical approach, both in the ring and in managing his financial future. The two champions have created a fascinating dichotomy, one the brash young star with a penchant for big paydays, and the other the seasoned, calculating champion who has conquered multiple weight classes and unified belts. While the verbal sparring has undeniably heightened interest in the rivalry, it has also fueled growing speculation about a potential matchup between Davis and Crawford in the ring. Fans have been eagerly awaiting a showdown between the two, as the back and forth on social media has only amplified their desire to see who would come out on top in a head-to-head battle. The excitement surrounding this feud serves as a reminder that in boxing, rivalries often do as much to sell a fight as the fighters themselves. In the aftermath of these social media exchanges, Crawford addressed the idea of a future fight with Davis during an interview promoting his latest bout. While Crawford acknowledged Davis's power and star quality, he was clear that Davis still had much to prove. "I'm open to fighting anybody, but Tank has to step up and prove he's ready," Crawford said. "He's got the potential, but he needs to test himself against the best if he wants to be seen as the best."
On that a little bit.
Yeah, because he said, because I said that Earl would knock him out. So I said what I said, period. That's how I feel. If Earl fight him today, next week, next month, Earl would knock him out.
How good is Terence Crawford?
Terence Crawford is good, but he's not what people make him the same. He's not pound for pound. Lomachenko not pound for pound. Why Canelo not pound for pound? He just fought what's his name, one of the best, and he about to fight Java. Why he's not pound for pound?
The question now is whether these verbal jabs will eventually lead to an epic clash in the ring. The rivalry between Davis and Crawford is heating up both inside and outside the squared circle. And one thing is clear, boxing is thriving on the drama of their feud as much as the fights themselves. A showdown between these two could be the defining moment of their careers, and of the sport for years to come.
Everybody that believes in hardcore boxing fans, they know Crawford can beat Canelo, just like they knew Bud was going to beat Spence. This is real simple. It's real simple. You just got to know boxing in order for you to be able to say that. Hey, Terry's going to get in there and do what he needs to do.
Gervonta Davis, known for his charisma and fiery personality, wasn't about to let Terence Crawford's criticism slide. During an Instagram live session, Davis responded directly to Crawford's remarks with a scathing rebuttal that left fans buzzing. "Everybody's got something to say when they're sitting in their lane," Davis said. "Crawford can talk all he wants, but he knows what I bring to the table. I've been selling out arenas and putting people to sleep. Nobody's worried about what he's saying. If he wants smoke, he knows where to find me." Davis further questioned the validity of Crawford's comments, pointing out the weight difference between the two and implying that Crawford's words might be driven by other motives. As expected, the exchange ignited a firestorm on social media, with fans and fellow boxers weighing in. Some sided with Crawford, agreeing that Davis's resume lacked a signature victory over a top-tier opponent. Others, however, rallied behind Davis, praising his incredible knockout streak and undeniable star power as evidence of his greatness. The drama surrounding the rivalry is only intensifying, with fans eager to see how it might eventually play out in the ring. Discussions concerning weight class matchmaking and the politics of contemporary boxing have been rekindled by the exchange, with many people wondering if the sport puts money before the finest fights. He explained, "This is the biggest thing for us right now." While the feud between Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis is undeniably entertaining, the logistics of making an actual fight between the two are complicated. Crawford fights at welterweight, 147 lb, while Davis has primarily competed at lightweight, 145 lb, and has occasionally ventured into super lightweight, 140 lb. For a showdown to happen, one of them would need to move significantly out of their comfort zone, adding a layer of difficulty to the matchup. Crawford has previously expressed his willingness to explore fights outside of welterweight if the opportunity and payday were significant enough. However, Davis's team has shown no inclination to push him into higher weight classes, preferring to keep him focused on opponents within his natural weight range. Another hurdle is the fighter's promotional affiliations. Crawford is currently a free agent after parting ways with Top Rank, whereas Davis is closely associated with Mayweather Promotions and the Premier Boxing Champions, PBC. These differing promotional ties could create a barrier to negotiations, as aligning the interests of both parties is often a major challenge in boxing. Despite these obstacles, the possibility of a catchweight bout still remains a tantalizing prospect. The origins of this feud are rooted in boxing's complex world of respect, rivalry, and relevance. Both fighters are at the peak of their careers, commanding attention with every move they make. However, their paths to stardom have been quite different, with Davis rising through the ranks with explosive knockouts and Crawford gaining recognition for his mastery across multiple divisions. The Davis-Crawford rivalry embodies the larger tensions in boxing today, where fans demand high-profile matchups and fighters constantly defend their records and career choices in the public eye. The back and forth between Davis and Crawford highlights boxing's unique blend of athletic competition and entertainment, keeping fans on the edge of their seats. Both Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis stand to benefit from their public spat. Crawford, coming off his historic victory over Errol Spence Jr., to become the first male undisputed champion in 2 weight classes, is solidifying his place among boxing's all-time greats. Known for his clinical precision and ring IQ, Crawford's legacy is cemented by his dominance over top welterweight contenders. Meanwhile, Davis continues to build his brand as a knockout artist and pay-per-view star, drawing attention from both hardcore and casual fans. As one of the most accomplished fighters of his generation, Crawford's stunning performance against Spence in 2023 showcased his skill and earned him widespread recognition. The feud with Davis only amplifies both fighters' profiles, ensuring that their rivalry, whether in or out of the ring, captures the boxing world's full attention. Crawford's critique of Gervonta Davis likely stems from his own journey to greatness, where he fought and defeated elite competition across multiple divisions. Crawford views himself as the benchmark for pound excellence, and his comments about Davis reflect a mindset rooted in the old-school ethos of fighting the best to be the best. He has consistently faced top-tier opponents, cementing his legacy as one of boxing's all-time greats.
Terence Crawford. Is he top 10 fighter?
Yeah, I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do, so we can't say he's not top 10 fighter, but pound for pound, 1 or 2, no. Lomachenko not 1 or 2. How you gonna say, and he got 12 fights? Y'all disrespecting the sport. 12 fights?